Well, greetings, hello, and welcome back. Episode number 54 coming at you. I can't even believe we're this far in already. I'm Imperial Jedi, and of course, this makes it the 5 Builders 1 City multiplayer series we've passed along, and a little bit of a last-second switch. So I may not be who you're expecting, but here we are now, of course, right? Who ever complained about being stuck with Imperial Jedi? Don't answer that question, please. All right, guys, here we are. We're back. City looking great. I'm a broken record. I literally just cannot stop staring. I feel like this is one of those, like, you know, digital model railroad towns. Even though we're not staring at the trains right now, it's kind of like the vibes I get. It's like you're walking into someone's, like, basement. They have, like, the coolest railroad ever. With, like, a city and, like, all the jazz. I get those kind of vibes from this. And just, like, you know, yeah, being, like, you know, this far in, it's just crazy to see that this is the city. Like, yeah, what are you trying to say right here? All right, well, the views are beautiful. Actually, I did a night view so we could see the observatory again. I just feel like it's a really hard series of episodes. Bar is set really high right now. Because, you know, I had in my mind, I keep thinking, like, what could we add to the city right now? What do we need? What would be beneficial? Oh, God, here come the error messages. All right, let's put the day-night just back to where it was. But, yeah, I just think the city itself, when you look at it as a whole, the region, the area, the water, the bridges, the trees. You know what's really missing still? More farms. And this farm here, yeah, it's not bad. A little bit of chaos in the hill, I think, right? And I'd argue, too, there's a lot of traffic. So we're kind of putting a big strain on just one area here. And I'm pretty lazy when it comes to doing the parking lots. I wouldn't say lazy. We're creative within the mechanics of the game. So, you know, I've been doing a lot of the specialized commercial zones where they create the newer looking buildings that have the organic and local produce as the pick. And they're going to want, like, farming goods. So I think we can probably pick a couple spots, maybe 3 spots total, and just push in some farms. And I think that would be kind of a nice way to transition from the city to the suburb to the to the hills and beyond. So I think down here, south of the interchange, might be a good candidate. We could definitely expand on the one here, but I don't really want to add more traffic to it. And there's a chance we could maybe sneak a farm into the side over here of this hill. And I think what we probably should do is maybe put a little bit of farming actually in here. Also, how much fun is it that we're just sneaking on over? Yeah, let's do a little bit more work over here, because I feel like this is still kind of unfinished. I have some ideas here. Time never on our side, and we're just doing 2 episodes for this pass here as we kind of get closer to the end, which is crazy talk. Cannot believe we're already here. So yeah, let's be productive, but let's do some farming this episode. And I have something that I want to say kinda, you'll see it'll relate. It'll make sense how it relates, like, when the next episode is done. But I already have the idea in mind what we could add, which it'll be cute. It'll be fun. But today we're going farming. Oh, what am I doing? Why are you wasting your time? We got all these cool mods here. Holy smokes. Alright, so let's slope these bad boys. How bad is that anyway? There we go. Whoa. Jeez Louise. Yeah, even that's not nice. Alright, let's back this up a little bit here. What I'm looking for, though, is a little access road. We probably will be okay with this. I might have to do one more intersection on the highway here. And I had some really good feedback from you guys too. Just, I know this is a few episodes back, but we're going to probably add, I think, maybe one more connection point or change a little bit around here. And I was really happy to see that the ferries made their way in. And also, guys, I'm sorry if I sound a little bit stuffed up. My allergies are just a little no fun today. But yeah, the ferry terminal over here, just being next to the power plant, not very sexy. So I think we might maybe make this block here, if we have the time, into something that looks a little bit more like pedestrian friendly. And, you know, because you can still definitely make your way over here if you, like, love boat rides and want to get to the airport, right? So let's not get you, yeah, let's not kill the view. Okay, so much is going on here. But yeah, I don't know, a little bit of terraforming maybe? Is that crazy talk? Landscaping? Whatever you call this. Okay, so I want the size of the brush to be a little bit bigger. I'm gonna maybe make a cut in here, get a plateau going, so we can run a road across. And just like a little casual hillside farm here, because the runoff should be pretty good from the mountain, right? So the land here should be pretty fertile. I'm not trying to go too overboard with the land here, but you know. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to right click here, left click, and then slope that. Sorry, there we go. Beauty. And I think I took a bit too much out of there, so let's see if we can fix that. Nice. And then another farm just down in here by that same kind of logic. Good use of the hill, I think, through here, especially if we can get another road in. Okay, so let's bring this up with a little bit of a slalom across. We'll do a little dirt road setup through here. We'll probably put a bit more housing in, and then we'll sneak on up and then create another interchange right here in the form of just a, I want to say traffic light, because that actually might be our best bet. Okay, can you guys be a bit faster? Oh, there's a stop sign. Oh, for Pete's sake, of course, eh? Yeah, no. So, that's okay. Now, will traffic... I feel like we might need to actually do a little upgrade here. Yeah, I think so, especially if we're going to be putting some more farming traffic in. All right, this is going to be a tight timeline here. No, we can do this here. All right, so just doing some thinking out loud as we get the roads in place over here. What might probably make sense over there is to make like a dumbbell, kind of like a little roundabout on each side. And then we'll just keep that fairly simple. We'll just use the roundabout making tool. And then just design in some extra stuff. Well, that gives us a chance actually to do some node controller, intersection marking tool. I haven't done that in a while. Okay, I've got a game plan here. That way we're not just farmers today. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but you know what I mean. Oh man, poor Kratos. I'm trying to be a little bit more, like, conscientious about the eminent domain, because that is a... Whew, that's a problem with me. So we just need to be able to have room for some fields on the other side. And I think this might be some of the production buildings, perhaps. And yeah, so here, we can't just put in this lovely roundabout, solve traffic woes, and then throw in a set of lights over here, right? But we did do that there, though, without any real problems. And let's be real, we're on the outskirts of a city. How likely are we to see this, like, massive interchange just for a few farm roads, right? Alright, just bringing a few of these nodes up. I think, though, from a safety perspective, we can still do... Oh, I forgot to put the picker mod on. I think I maybe mentioned this in a previous episode, but, like, shout out to Cuboid again for picker. Outstanding. Picker in combination with Find It, I think is a really good good combo. But yeah, the picker mod lets you click on the thing that turns your mouse into a picker, and then you click on an already placed asset, and it brings it up in your menu. Super handy. So I was looking for like the asymmetrical road, but I'm a little bit lazy, right? Even though it's like right in front of me. Okay. So we'll put a traffic light here, please. We will do traffic president magic, which means dedicated turning. Excellent. Right, perfect. And then you have to be able to turn left, please. Might benefit from another lane going in as well, but that's fine. And then let us go in initially with this, just to kind of get into the habit of sloping some of these bad boys. Excellent. I still also can't just believe my personal growth within the old series here. Guys, I do appreciate your comments, by the way. I know some of you, I want to say are more critical than others, but like, you know, it helps me honestly a lot. Especially with a lot of you guys coming from, you know, city players. A bit more of a focus on the actual city mechanics. I think I'm just more of like, yeah, I think I said this before, more like a cowboy. Just having fun out here with an art set, but we're really learning. And this kind of stuff's always interested me ever since I was a kid, so it's kind of fun to like learn a bit more of the actual like nitty gritty of like city building, like, you know, the rhyme and reason for a lot of stuff. That's really cool. It's been a good adventure. Alright, more of these sloped. This is horrifying right here. Okay, probably could achieve this too with the slope function. That's alright. Okay, new district. And in case you're wondering, we should have the mod running to add resources, which I forgot about last time. I swear, I don't know what it is. I'm like a hot mess sometimes when I record. Okay.
At the Forest Foundation, we care about 3 things.
This is one of my favorite fake commercials.
Nature things, and the third thing, bird things. The homes of native.
I think it'd be kind of funny to use the game to create commercials for the fake commercials in here. Like, you know, the one where it's like you take a bus from 101 Industry Way, come at dawn. Kind of fun to, like, you know, find a sketchy part of the city. You know, there's your bus at Industrial Way, right? Put this at dawn. It'd be kind of funny, yeah. Make like 30-second like video commercials set to the audio. That's a nice little hill going up here, isn't it? Okay, so traffic volume. I mean, it's pretty decent through here. We're not really creating too many stops and slowdowns, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I think this though, it definitely could benefit from Nick Ray. So let's make sure we have time for that. Famous for just trying to cram too much in towards the end. What? Who are you dividing by 0? What is this? This is the second time that's come up now. Should I be worried? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so let's be serious for a second here. We have the district created. So now we want to go over to... Oh, that's going to be a problem, I think. Well, we'll see where that settles, but a game restart could be in order. Farming, please. Probably going to make just one big farm. Yeah, so we'll have one big main building, but we'll make it seem like there's multiple farms throughout here. Okay, so let's throw that in the pocket where the trees are. Make it seem like this is where the farmers live. Or there could be like a little kind of like marshy soil. Because yeah, you know what, realistically, we're at the bottom of a hill here. We should have like a little pond or something. Yeah, somewhere to kind of collect the water. Oh, jeez Louise here. Gentle. Okay, so let's make pond. See if we can fix this a little bit. Pull more soil out. Smooth that around. Still probably going to fix a bit more of that just so we can get some building snap to it. But if we do put a water source right here, turn this pretty much all the way down. Okay, so 0.04, let's say, is a water source size. Makes it nice and tiny. This is going to be chaotic for a second. You just drop this in, and then you adjust the water height for it. You can see where it's going to end up. Until you do that, it's going to be a little bit crazy. And then if your flow is too much, you're going to break the border. Then you'll make lots of flooding. You can temporarily or try to find the balance by putting in some water pumps too if you need to. Depends on the size of the area. But that, I mean, that should be okay. Sweet. And then every once in a while, I get really lucky using these like vanilla default rocks on a slope. When they're stretched out and overlapped, every once in a while they just look so convincingly good. And then underwater rocks sometimes work nicely. We do have that jelly kind of look to them sometimes though, so we'll see. You're hit or miss. Yeah, we'll see where that settles. Looks good to me. And then quite a few of you have also pointed out that there is indeed a 5B1C forest brush, but I keep forgetting to turn it on. And like try as I may, I feel like whenever I do these like long forms, I just enjoy doing like one long take, which is kind of crazy. It's like how I've always done it. And initially, I didn't really know how to edit or do anything with transition, so I was just like, oh, if it's one long take, all I can do is just like edit the beginning and edit the end, right? And then you get into the habit of that, and it's so many years later. And then I guess if I'm doing like a tutorial or something and it has to be like concise, I'll cut it up. But these ones, I don't know, they just feel so much more like me if I do them this way. Which I know maybe not, like, isn't for everyone. It's a weird one. It's a weird one. We're all having a deeper moment here, right? No water jokes intended. And then I'm going to put in a little bit of the ground cover. I'm starting to use this a little bit more. Really easy way, if you want to break into detailing, is just adding a few more layers. There are 3 things for sure that have layers to them. Onions, ogres, and City Skylines. And so it doesn't have to be like the world of detailing, but instead of just putting trees down, trees with a little bit of cover. You know, some areas are a little overgrown. Some flowers are popping and that kind of stuff, right? And again, it doesn't have to be everywhere. And then if you slowly get into the habit of doing like this, it'll just become more second nature. And all of a sudden you're just detailing, it takes a whole new angle of attack. Okay, so water is still being a little bit uncooperative around here. We need a bit more room for the water jelly to get around. But I just really like it when it works nicely, and you can kind of see little bits of the rock underneath the water. That's a lot of waves. Why, it's the motion of the ocean, of course. Can't be stopped, Imperial. But we're going with it. Okay. To be honest, it's most likely interfering with the water source itself, which is why it's getting like that. So that might have to be stretched slightly on the coast. Oh my god, what a disaster. It's like the start of a horror film where some like blob is pulling you in. Alright, this rock can't stay. I tried. Okay, but it still looks pretty cool though. Here I'm talking about time being important, and we're just like reminiscing, putting ponds in. Oh my goodness. Okay, so our farmer's house is in. We can do a row of worker barracks along a dirt road behind. Let's just do a partial pave. And then a dirt road, which I think is over here. I don't really use network extensions anymore. I just use it for the 5B1C series. So it throws me off sometimes where the custom roads are for me. And in case you're curious, I find that whenever the game wants to give you problems, it's usually related to some of the skinny roads with the network extensions. So I started using just like the Vanilla Plus ones, which I think we're pretty much running in this as well. Okay, now the goal would be to have a speed limit slow enough on this that people would not be using this as a bypass. They'll stick to the major roads here. Oh no. Game, please, I just love you so much. Love-hate relationships sometimes with the game. Okay, so some workers. Perfect. Maintenance buildings looks fantastic. Put that over here too. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. I love that it has like a little barn. Water, of course. So our budget, what happened there? I think the city is totally fine from a financial perspective, but fiscal responsibility should say that we should balance the budget at some point. Although what's probably happening is the stadiums are making enough money from like ticket sales and that kind of stuff. Same with the concerts or anything else we have going on. Okay. Oh, that looks really nice, actually. That being a wheat field, too. So I do want just a little bit more residential sprawl. So these skinny roads, these are the ones that kind of make me nervous, eh? Stay away from those. Nice one here. And then we'll put some trees in too. Just like a little transitional boundary if we can, though. Okay. Yeah, so some trees on this side, say like a fence or something. Yep, let's grab that here. Maybe a straight fence. Oh, no, do the farmer's field fence. Where is that one? There it is. And then we'll use this behind the farmer's barracks as well. Like the worker camps or whatever you want to call it. Nice. And I guess the lore for over here would be that like not all the farmers sold their fields. So some housing came in, but we're still holding off. And then a nice little dust barrier slash kind of property liner. And I guess like it would maybe make sense for these to be all planted at the same time. You know, quite a few years ago when they were all young little saplings. And then this one might have a different type of tree marking the boundary point because it's in air quotes different now. Maybe we just have one big tree that kind of chilled you the whole time. Yeah, I want like one giant oak or something. Research. Oh, just default Dan. Okay, vanilla oak. No, that's not what I want. Ooh, that's a nice one, the pine, actually. If I could find a really tall, skinny one, too. Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Perfect. Definitely some of those BC vibes here. One more just in between. Going down in size here. Yeah, just like one more little pine boy in here. No, that's okay. Let's not overthink that. We'll let the houses come on in. Let's get some more farming stuff in. Oh, that worked out nice. Oh, it's cotton, not wheat. I'm gonna make this wheat though. Okay, so some wheat farms right there. We'll do some greenhouses and some production up in here, but we're gonna need for sure at least one more field. Or we could just fake it with some rows of trees. What you had to do back in the day too, even. All right, slope. Slope and slope. Let's do some fencing around here. Let's give these guys something to do as well. And that can maybe be, I'm trying to think here, what would be a good asset? I feel like something from the nature reserve stuff, like a little campsite or something might be kind of cool. I feel like some of these farms would be a bit older than I'm thinking. And they probably would have been built up around some of these patches where the trees are oldest because they never got cut down. And these ones would be super, super tall. So let's put some more of these guys in. Much better. Then I don't know if we need to make another district or not, but oh, we do have it set. Okay, good. There's a mod. We can put it all down. Be a little campfire site for the workers. Be kind of cute at night. And then let's do the rest of the fields first, and then see what we got up here, actually. Okay, so these will probably be connected, just to avoid doing one more set of lights. That's too much. And then we'll just sneak down here at grade.
Can you hear it? Listen closely. It's the sound of refreshment. Pop soda refreshment.
Ooh, it's getting a little bit steep, isn't it, eh?
Pop soda. Belch the best.
Okay, let's see if we can maybe fix that a little bit. Unified UI.
In this age of rapid progress and expansion, it's not uncommon to feel like you're being left behind. How can you know?
14. Oh my god. Oh, that's so much better.
I like to go for a little.
And then, man, I've had mixed results with doing this lately. Can we get a? I don't know if I have key enter key ready. We do. Beautiful.
Style and branding.
A little bit of a retaining wall. I want to say a little bit hit or miss because sometimes the terrain gets on the other side gets a little bit wacky. If we lower this though, I think we might have some results. Okay. I might terraform a little bit there too. And then you can't slope these things, can you? Oh, no way. No way. This is the greatest game ever. Now, what makes the game great? The game being so great, or the mods making it even greater, I wonder? It's almost like a paradoxical statement. It's almost appropriate that the company's name is Paradox, right? Hello, we are Paradox, and we present you a paradox. No, I think great games build great communities. And great people gravitate towards the greatness. So, by extension, I'm saying you guys are great. Much better. Alright. Maybe a little fire station over here too would be kind of fun. And these are like highway patrol. Old school. I feel like if you want that like old school vintagey look, that would be like European for here. I might throw some rocks behind this. I think this was on a flat area. I'm not much better. Man, oh man, so much to do here. I'm trying not to like play in a rush, so I'm gonna be doing like I think just the one farming area here, and we'll definitely focus on the roundabouts, fixing the traffic behind us. And anarchy goes on. Just to help a bit more with the terrain. And these ones, they're just really nice because they conform to the shape of the terrain underneath them. Whereas some of the other rocks will try to like terrain model for you, and you're just like, oh, please no. Alright, anarchy goes back on. And I would believe that same logic applies over here. This may have been like an older building. Maybe they upgraded an older fire station even. Maybe it was made of wood first or something. And then this spot, because it was so hilly and stuff, didn't really make for good farmland. So they were like, oh, let's hold off. And if we're not doing farmland, we're not clearing the trees out. Ergo, we have old trees. There we go. See, I'm trying to learn, boys. Trying to learn. Applying the old knowledge. Oh, academic report. Do we have smart cookies? Probably. Nice. And then just a dirt road behind this. And we can put some more worker barracks up here. And then we can also get, I think, a field up here too. Or at the very least a greenhouse. Okay, there you go. Not too crowded. Okay, so you have field up here. I don't think we have room for a large one, which is not the end of the world. Oh, some fruit. That's kind of fun. Make this a little bit different. This also might look nice down here in that open spot. Little citrus field, nice. Oh. There you go. I think just a few more trees, because this looks a little bit odd, the shaping of it. But let's get some more parts down first. And to be honest with you, we'd actually benefit from a bit more water getting scooped up here. So maybe, you know, we got the little pond area, you got the fire station nearby. Perhaps a water tower on the hill might be kind of fun. Let's have a little dirt path going out to that. There we go. Not that it adds much, but just enough to give these thirsty fields a drink. And I doubt we have it running. It would be so cute to get a little farmer's a little windmill going over here. Alright, so I said some production buildings up here. We could get some animals too. Animals are very much part of the farm. Right, where would be a good spot? Not enough room in that little field there. Probably put one in across. Got animal pasture in here. A little bit of fruit with the farmer's field. And then one of these on a sideways angle would be a greenhouse. There we go. That's not that bad at all. Alright, so a few more workers' barracks up there. I think we'll put a row of trees coming down with a wall. Or, sorry, a fence again. And then just maybe a commercial spot in here. Or possibly we could put a warehouse to maybe store some of this stuff. And then it's also kind of fun like what we did before, where we just specialize a little bit of yellow zoning as farming. So we get some generic farming stuff popping up that has a bit more of a real feel to it, even though it's like vanilla feels, but the Empire District. So we'll make this into farming. Can zone a little bit of yellow through here, see what we end up getting. Alright, back into the hill with the fencing. There you go. And then just a few more worker barracks back here. Still remember when this DLC came out. Because it was just like such a challenge to make real looking farms. You just had to be so patient. This is before like Propline Tool and all other stuff came out too, right? Move It Mod, all the great stuff. We're so spoiled now. People who are like brand new to the game, they don't even understand the struggle, eh? They got no idea. Because yeah, I may have said this already, so broken record. But, you know, when the game came out, there was no day-night cycle. There were no tunnels. That looks really cool, actually. The one-way roads, the direction you place them, that was it. You couldn't flip them. Blew my mind. You could not see the direction your one-way roads were going. You had to zoom in and look at the arrows on the road itself, or just know. Like when you just went into like, I don't know, generic default traffic mode. Where, does it even show it? Yeah, you see how it has like the arrows? You didn't get that before. It's so weird, right? Oh my goodness. Nothing being in the workshop, that was also very confusing. Just like parks. Very fun time. And then what was the first mod here? I'm trying to think. I think it was precision engineering. I'll drink some coffee here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was precision engineering. If memory serves me correctly. Alright, what are you looking for here? Not enough raw materials. So these guys need more crops to feed the animals. That makes sense. So we need somewhere to store some crops. We also need to start putting some of the industry buildings in. So these things do pollute. That's the only downside. So it can't go near the the water. And then anywhere we do put this next to is going to create a little bit of pollution zone. So let's maybe be away from the trees here. Slaughterhouse is a pretty big building, all things considering. So let's do cattle shed. Cattle sheds, do they? Yeah, they create pollution. Yeah. And a flour mill, also a little bit of pollution created. These guys can go together. And I might keep it a bit of a smaller imprint over here in terms of some of the bigger buildings. Yeah, we definitely need at least one more field, I think, up in here. Yeah, a little bit too big, right? Okay. Ooh, perfect. Greenhouse came in as greenhouse. Excellent. Greenhouse with a farm. Oh, that's fantastic. And just a little casual bit of detailing. Easy peasy, right? Alright, we're not getting hammered by traffic, which is nice. I don't want to go overboard on the buildings just because we're really going to run into just 1,000,001 cars looping through here. Well, trucks, but I think we just need like one more thing in here. Okay, where's my barn? Here we go. A little bit of storage here in the middle. Yeah, there you go. That's kind of fun. We'll build the farm back up in terms of trees around this, because I feel like at the base of the valley, like I was saying, is going to be so lush. Just in the interest of a little bit of time right now, let me just grab a little handful. Tree anarchy is off, so they shouldn't overlap. Oh, that's cool. Densities went through the roof right there. I love that. Oh, I love that. Okay, over here. Oh my goodness, the traffic. Yeah, let's let the farm kind of do its thing for a second, And just so we can kind of keep an eye on time here. I say let it do its own thing. Then I pause the game. We have to pause though. Alright, so this interchange has served us well up until this moment, but unfortunately the time has come for us to upgrade. Okay, so let's make this a little bit more simple than it needs to be. Just in terms of getting this all set up. Yep. I just need a marker point so we can get a node in here. Say 25. It might be a little bit big. I'm trying to think of, like, you know, the trucks and the like buses, all that stuff coming through, right?
Which means you're benefiting from our services,
whether you know us or not. I always thought that was the greatest joke. Alright, surviving Mars, let's go. What are we using for their... I think just regular highway. Just regular highway here. Don't overcomplicate it. Okay. Fairly straightforward. I want to make sure our slope is not terrifying. I don't know if I can actually slope between these two. We'll see. Okay, part of this is just not enough height. Ooh, just so much happening here. Alright, alright. And we'll see what this looks like when we slope this node. I know some of you are probably yelling at the screen right now. Don't worry, I got you. Still have haunted dreams, nightmares till the end of time about how I was trying to fix that other area before. Ugh, ridiculous. Oh, that's it right there. That is totally it. Okay, so that's a nicer looking slope. We definitely are not winning awards yet, though, in terms of how the lanes are merging, though. That's your slope, bro? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay. Now, if we move this, as you can see, it messes up with the tunnel. So let's pull that back. I think what we're going to have to do is pull this down just a little bit more. Yeah, I'm glad we gave ourselves a few extra minutes here. There you go. And then we're going to increase the amount of space between these two nodes here. And then we'll do some lane mathematics, and we'll ensure that the roundabout gets multi-lane usage here. Yeah, so it's either like that node has to be closer, or we need like another node added so they can be smoothed out a bit more efficiently. So that one getting closer. This one coming in at a smoother bank. Sloping the operation again. And then expanding this to include our friend, and I think that's the red one. Nope, it is blue. Okay. There it is. Still blows my mind. This is the state of Skylines right now, eh? Alright, let's see if we can fix this. You know, it's a bit better, but it's really bad, dude. Oh my goodness. If you can bring this one just ever so slightly higher up, and then that slope, we can work on that. I think that'll be a win. There you go. It's Kind of takes me back to, like, you know, when you're a brand new player and you're up to like 2 in the morning trying to fix like one intersection. You're like, oh my god, please. And you come back at it later and you're like, oh, that was easy. Okay, that can be sloped. It is sloped. Yikes. That's better. Okay, that's definitely looking a lot better. Still a bit steep, but I think it's doable now. And then we just need the way off the highway, which would be pretty straightforward. We want just enough space for everyone to, you know, do their lanes appropriately. Let's pull this in, and then go nice and straight. Yeah. Helps a little bit. I was about to say, I doubt that'll even do anything, but it helps a little bit. And then, oh, delicious. Easily one of the greatest features is just, I mean, anything about no controllers is so good. Blue has to go back. And then let's just get rid of the crosswalks visually. There really shouldn't be any pedestrians over here anyway. If you want to walk, you got to walk through the city like a normal person. You can't just walk along the highway here, please. Plus, where are the pedestrians coming from, right? Is it just like a roundabout? So there's no pedestrian access at all. There we go. Okay, now this gets expanded on. A little bit of red. There you go. It's a tight one. Definitely a tight one through here. Okay, I will detail the markings, all that stuff last, just so we have a bit more time here to fandangle with the traffic. I always feel like it's responsible to detail at the end, just in case you got to change some stuff around. You know, you don't want to be stuck like doing things over. Time is important, right? Time is money. Time is money, so they say. And then also, I think this is a really good spot here for like trucks to come in and turn around. Say they had like a really, really long load or something. Okay, we knew this was going to be a problem, this one here. We knew it. The option that we could take, which would be a little bit ridiculous, but at the same time kind of cool, is maybe a little slalom. So we go through and then fall back on ourselves kind of thing, going downhill. Oh yeah, dude. Hit me with that good right there. Holy, that's cool. Okay, let's make this all happen. I think I would maybe go out of my way just to drive this interchange if you're like a fun car. I like to believe I have a fun car. I think I do. I know I do. What am I saying? All right. Actually, I was kind of considering doing some like car content. Not that I'm like a car YouTuber or know anything, but it'd just be kind of fun to like branch out a little. I did a little it was a little driving thing where I recorded some of my views, which was kind of nice. My goodness gracious me. It might be a little bit of a sharp turn though, eh? I think I'd like to see traffic go through it. I think we'll have to for sure slow the speed limit down. Oh, that's better. That's way better. That is so overkill and I love it. Oh my goodness. All right. Man, it's a little wacky trying to exit like that, but what can you do? Is there a would that look nice right here, I wonder? That's kind of kill the flow, doesn't it, eh? Unless we do this. I'd buy that. Especially if we can get these two nodes back together. Yeah, I'd buy that for sure. And then that's a little wacky right there, eh? That's where the cops do their U-turns. No people allowed. Just the cops there, eh? Okay, I'm gonna tentatively press play. The cars theoretically should know what to do because of vanilla AI traffic logic, but we're gonna have to definitely get this working just right here. I don't want your suggestions. So for me, getting multi-lane usage is making the outside lane an exit lane, and then allowing people to choose what lane they want when they enter. So we'll see if this will work. And then based on the way we have our traffic precedent rules, that's how we're going to draw the lane markings for the highway. Cool. And then just roundabout rules mean you have to yield to the people who are already inside, and then signal your exit. Okay, so that one's got no stretches or any of that kind of stuff. You can see the vehicles have to do really tight turns, especially our buses. So hopefully it looks a little bit better through here. Just the smoothness of it all. It seems like it is actually. That could be improved on. There we go. I would slightly change this up if we had 2 exit lanes, or we were going into 2 lanes, but this should be good. Okay, so U-turns can be achieved, go on and off, no problem. And then just get our priorities. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. Get rid of the crosswalks. And this is because we're running that suggested mod. I always forget, and everyone always writes it down in the comments. I'm like, oh, that's the one. Yeah, it's the mod that is suggested when you get the roundabout builder. And it basically visually removes the crosswalks when you remove them with a mod. In our case, we just removed them with the traffic precedent. If you stretch your intersections by too much, traffic will slow down. I think we already all know this, but
we've been making the best in mobile phones for over 20 years.
Nice.
How did we get there? By putting ringtones in every commercial that make you think your phone is ringing. Whether you have a new phone, an old phone, or just leave
it's also one of those clever
ads.
ads.
Your phone in our commercials.
Okay, that's cool. That actually is a really nice little drive-through here.
So don't be silenced when
Oh, look at the traffic flow. Multi-lane usage. What? That's awkward. That is definitely awkward. That little bit right there.
Care about 3 things. Tree things, nature things, and the third thing, bird things. The homes of native birds are being destroyed at an alarming rate. That's why our goal is to give a bird house to every bird on Earth. Humans stopped living in trees
Might need to
ages ago.
expand
It's
that
time we
a
invited
bit more.
birds
Here you go.
indoors with the rest of us. Do your part and text dirty
More of a
bird
an
to
egg
30
about
30 to
right through
donate
here.
bird
Just a little bit of
basket
an egg
to 30
about.
birdies. You can either be part of the problem
So let's do
or
that
you
too.
can be with us. The Forest Foundation.
Much better, much smoother, much safer. Okay, we can throw some trees in between, and I would not mind, sorry, if we could just get a little bit of intersection marking tool in here.
My home country used to have serious restrictions on freedom.
Okay, so you can go to both lanes, and you are an exit, and you can go to here. Oh, it's so simple then. So let me just change this over.
It was very successful.
Okay, so the goal with this is just to put some yellow chevrons just in the middle right there. So we're going to be going from there to here. To here, sorry, there we go. That one can stay. And from there to there. We'll keep it a little bit on the simpler side. I'm not sure if I'm going to add the dashed arrows or not. Not arrows, marker lanes, arrows. But that one in just kind of like a nice, kind of dark yellow. There we go. And we'll just have that on the copy board. Oh yeah, that's so simple. That's so nice, right? And we'll just double check visually that the traffic precedent rules kind of meet how we're doing the lane marking. So we're not driving over the chevrons, which we're not. Cool. And I think we just probably need these for the exit lanes just to make it look a bit more visual. So that's solid, holding shift for a solid line. That one goes to there, you go all the way up to here. And you'll note too, I'm just grabbing all the way to the curb lane where we could go to the driving lane. Because you technically can park on here, which is like, oh dear. And so we're looking at our from point is here. Our to point will be right here. Same thing. Easy peasy. Holding down left shift to get your filler. And then pasta. That's a custom roundabout, boys. Oh, that's so heckin' cool. And then this one, dedicated exit. Yeah, we'll do it for there. Why the heck not? Important to add the curved one here, otherwise it'll go on a straight line. Oh, that is heckin' cool, man. That is heckin' cool. Oh my sweet lord. What have you done? Oh, darn it. Make a traffic light here. Make a smart light if you can. Smart light over here. Woo boy. Oh boy. Well, that was a bit of an oversight. We will hope, though, that this starts to sort itself out. I'm thinking it will, though. I'm very confident here. Oh, oh, I love this. Yeah, that's also maybe part of the problem, too, though, eh? I know it might be a bit crazy, but throw some lights on here. Very American style. Okay, so traffic is pretty nuts. I think, though, if you give it enough time, it'll be okay. Because you can kind of see we've already squashed that backlog. A few more timing cycles of the light here, and we should be able to be flying high. And I'm not going to ask how you just ended up on the shoulder right there, but that's okay. We're friends here. All right, just one more little bit of intersection marking, and then we'll kind of go over what we're going to do with the next episode. All right, like I said, I have some ideas. Here. Kind of related to what we were doing today. That was my hint. Kind of related. But it's just crazy to think we're coming to the end here. We had some requests, I remember many episodes ago, to see if we can get to 100,000 population. I don't know. Getting close, but I don't know. Really need to go do some more high density zoning, right? Okay, there's that pasted. Okay, so that one to there. I think it's just so interesting how we all do our roundabouts differently. I think that's such a fascinating little thing. Don't have to do that one. That looks pretty, doesn't it? Okay, I feel like I'm so much of a broken record because I just have all the same talking points over and over again. But just, yeah, the fact that we, like, where we live will influence so much how we play. Man, that's so cool. Even just the roundabouts themselves, you know, where you live is going to be, will you use them or not? Starting to make more of an appearance, though. Yeah, I like the idea of keeping those in. actually don't think we need a marking here. Yeah, that's fine. Why did that one end up with one extra one then? Oh, it was for right here. It was for this one here. That's the missing one. Oh no, don't you dare. Can you imagine the game just now? I'm not gonna make that joke just in case, eh? Game just like crashes to desktop. You're like, have fun. Like, thanks game. Thanks game, very nice of you. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that's the way for sure, brother. Cool. There you have it. No. Okay, you know why they're doing it though. Obviously, you can kind of see, right? It's this. It's silly billies. That's not how traffic works. So I'm basically going to tell these guys that they have to make up their mind ahead of time. And then if you entered this way, you have now the chance to go around. And you must only enter here. So this is where like lane mathematics really comes into play. And all we're doing is telling the cars, make up your mind before the chaos. So you're not adding to the chaos. Plenty of space back here to make up your mind. And then if everyone is playing by the rules and playing safe, you'll see better traffic flow as a result. Oh my sweet lord. Okay, let's give this like just a few more light cycles because oh boy, I don't want to start next episode with a whole bunch of traffic planning, right? Okay, let's throw in some trees while this kind of calms down because I think we actually are nailing it. Good density, my goodness. It's like every click you just drop like 15 frames, right? This game, it's very demanding, eh? For a game that's this old. Obviously it's the mods, right? But yeah, just a little bit more trees through here. That's really cool. Okay, so traffic's starting to calm down. It might just take a few more minutes, but I think we're okay here. Farm area, not too bad. We do want to, I think, add a few more things to it. We'll see, like, from a functional perspective, like, what's working, what's not. And we'll just start with that probably in the next episode. Because I do want to add maybe a bit more farm stuff on the other side. Now that we know traffic's going to be okay. And then what I had in mind, this is kind of a cute thought, right? Is over here we can throw in some more farming. But in this flat open area, if we angle it, I think, just right, we can maybe put in the small little airstrip. Little flyers club. That'd be kind of fun. Make it seem like we got some crop dusters for the fields, with some small planes coming in, and that way, if the big airport's busy, or if you have a little tiny plane, you can still come visit our lovely little city. And that way, you've got access on both sides for the airport too, which is kind of cool. Depending on where like the mainland is in air quotes, you can kind of enter from another spot. Another candidate for that location is instead of doing the farming back there, or if we maybe push ourselves, we can do a small farm there, and then we could possibly put the airstrip over here. This feels like a more appropriate area. I just don't know if we're like too close to the other airport already. So I think we'll ponder that over. We'll see how it ends up going. We'll know next episode, but it could be over here, and it could be over here. I just want to like maybe do a little bit of preliminary research. Otherwise, that's it, guys. Great episode. Took us a while to get there. Took us a while to get here. And oh, for Pete's sake, you can't just... What is going on? Game, why do you do this to me? All right, last little bit here of lane mathematics, because this is going to get ridiculous otherwise. So you have the option to go over here. And then I'm going to say that this one can go straight and right. That's the key. That is the key. So if you're entering here, you're not forced to exit immediately. And then, so help me, we're going to have to figure all this out next episode. What will help for sure is a smart time right there on the light. Smart light sequence. Smart lights. Cool. And then just, to get rid of the bottleneck, more options. More options. So we may have to tell our truck friends to go across a different way. Why is this happening right at the end of the episode? That's okay. Guys, I will see you in the next one. Drop me some comments. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna let this run a few minutes after the recording's done, and I'll sort this out just so we don't bog ourselves down next episode. But the main thing is we got some farms. Outskirts of the city's looking pretty fresh. We'll be adding to this and getting ever so closer to the end of the series. That's kind of crazy. All right, guys. Love you all very much. Thanks for hanging out. I'm Imperial Jedi. Happy building. Take care of yourselves and go grab a drink of water. Maybe it's been a while since the last one. Stay hydrated. That's important. All right, guys. We'll see you again. Take care of yourselves.